I'm going to be checking out this 2021 Chevrolet Camaro. Without any further ado, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to just get straight into the review.
This car is finished off in satin steel metallic, and I think it looks absolutely incredible, especially with these black rims. It just makes this car look so much more futuristic. This car is powered by a 6.2 liter V8 with 455 horsepower and 455 pound-feet of torque. And with that 6.2 liter V8, you can expect a 0 to 60 time of 4.1 seconds. This car is offered with two different transmissions. You can either get it with a 6-speed manual or a 10-speed automatic like this car. This car has a weight of 3,820 pounds, has a length of 88.3 inches, has a width of 74.7 inches, and has a height of 52 inches. Fuel economy wise, you can expect 16 miles per gallon in the city and 25 out on the highway.
I'm going to first start with a little bit of a history lesson. So now the very first Camaro came out for the 1967 model year, and ever since then there has been 6 generations, with the 6th generation, like this one, being released for the 2016 model year. And the 6th generation has actually had 2 generations by itself, with this one right here being the most updated version of the 6th generation. And I believe this is one of the best looking ones out there. Now, the exterior from those 2 generations of the 6th gen, the exterior is mainly what has changed. The interior has stayed the same, even from the 2016s. So if you have a 2016 through now, all the interiors look fairly similar. And so this video is going to actually be very, very easy to film, because I've actually already reviewed a 6th generation SS. So I'm not going to go over every single aspect about this car. If you guys want to see everything about that car, I will leave a link to the description box down below to literally the full in-depth version of this. I'm only going to be going all of the highlights about this car in today's video. Like, what separates this car from all the other generations. Without any further ado, let's go and get straight into it. One of the major differences between the SS and this one is the front end. As you can see, it's a much different front end. With the SS, you have a running light that runs all the way through here and across through the center. This one, you have 2 main running lights inside here. It still has the kind of the similar shape to what the SS has, so it's not much different. But also the grille of this car, I absolutely love the grille of this car. It is plastic, but it looks so good, it's so futuristic. If you get this car in the right color, this is a car that looks so much more futuristic than any other car on the road, and I absolutely love it. Like the main difference between 6th generation or the first year of the 6th generation and this body style of the 6th generation is mainly just the front and rear end, which I'll go ahead and move on to the rear end now. Moving on to the rear end of this car, you can see the main difference between the first year of the 6th generation and this generation is these rear lights. These rear lights, they look like the mixture between the 6th generation and also the 5th generation. But you know, the very first model year of the 5th generation in 2010 had 2 circles as the rear lights, and this one here also has 2 circles. But if you look carefully, it also has the same shape as like a 2015, for example, or a 2016 Camaro. It's a really cool rear light design. Like the difference between this car and the SS, for example, the SS had more clear. Whenever this car is turned off, these lights are red, but it still looks really, really cool. And I forgot to mention, another thing that separates this car from the SS and the base model is this car has dual exhaust. The SS has quad, this one here has dual. However, even though it may not have a track mode or it may not have quad exhaust, it still does not sound any different. This car sounds just as good as the SS. I'll go ahead and let you guys listen to that exhaust right now. So now we move on to the interior of the Camaro, and I must say this is one really cool place to be. First off, you got this really nice looking steering wheel with paddle shifters, and that paddle shifter feel is absolutely incredible. The steering wheel is so thickly bolstered, it's such a nice steering wheel to hold on to. You also got these really nice seats as well. These are leather seats. These here are cloth seats, but you also can get leather seats for this car as well. The leather seats are also pretty comfortable as well, but these ones right here are absolutely incredible. So now, a couple of things that are different from the SS inside of this one. Now the SS actually had two LEDs that ran up the top of the center screen, and also inside the cup holders, as well as also on the door panel as well. But this here, since it's not the SS, it's the LT model, this one doesn't have the LEDs. However, the owner did put aftermarket LEDs inside of this car which are actually the same exact ones that I actually have inside my Camaro at home, and it's really, really cool to see. Now, another thing that's different, actually, I'm going to talk about things that are similar to the SS. One thing I love in this car is how you control the fan speed and also the climate control temperature. As you can see, you got the regular climate control vent right in the middle, simple, just like what you would see in any car. However, to adjust the temperature, you adjust the outer ring on the left side, and that right there is what changes the temperature inside of this car. It's one of the coolest things I've seen. And of course, on the other side, that's how you adjust the fan speed. That's pretty much all some of the similarities. If you look inside of this car, if you look inside of an SS and then look inside of this car, it'll look fairly similar. So I'm not going to go too much into those. And so that's the 2021 Chevrolet Camaro. Without any further ado, that's time for the fun part. Now it's time to get this car out on the road to see how it drives. All right, here we go, y'all. We're about to take the Camaro SS, LT1, out for a drive. Without any further ado, so we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to first start in automatic, driving the Camaro. This thing is going to bring back so many memories. Brakes are very, very responsive. That was about quarter throttle. So far, pretty good. And actually, I'm going to pop in a manual so I can use the paddle shifters. This car is an absolute dream to drive. I have driven two other Camaros from this body style. However, I wasn't able to drive them on the street. This is actually the very first time I've actually ever driven one of these on the street. And I must say, street driving, it feels pretty good. And these seats, I love these seats even more on this car. I always tell myself, if a car has launch control, use it on camera. Man, the downshifts on this car sound incredible. Woo! That was about half throttle. Even at half throttle, this thing really packs a punch. Such a fun car to drive. Handling is incredible. Actually, if I pop it in Tour, I'll see what it's like in Tour. Oh wow, it does line it up a little bit. It's pretty much against the law if you don't drive a car that has it's pretty much against the law. Like if you have a car with a sport mode, track mode, you drive it in sport mode or track mode. You don't take it out of it. And I've only driven it for like 5 minutes, but I absolutely love it. Man, those downshifts. As you guys can tell, I'm like super hyped. Paddle shifter feels really, really easy. I mean, the throttle response is not too sensitive. It doesn't feel quite as heavy. I know this is a really, really heavy car, but it doesn't feel heavy. It feels rather light. I can see that. Yeah, it does feel pretty wide. Steering is incredible. The ride is a little bit punishing, a little bit. Once you're going over bumps, it is pretty punishing. Paddle shifter feels incredible too, man. Oh, listen to that. Holy crap! Woo-hoo-hoo! That's a thrill of acceleration. Holy mackerel! Wow, that's the fastest car I've ever launched right there. I like it. Man, oh my goodness, oh my god, I got butterflies now. That actually kind of feels faster than the GTR did. Man, it goes up so fast. Man, this car is incredibly fast. Man, this feels faster than the GTR does. I've ridden in a Nissan GTR and an Audi R8, and this thing feels faster. This car is a beast, absolute beast. And that's one thing I like about this car. It's such an addictive car to floor and drop the hammer on. That's one thing I like about these cars. My car, for example, no. If I floor the accelerator, my car is about like this. This is how fast my Camaro is forward. And my Camaro is not very fast at all. But still, the handling on it, wow, dead flat. Woohoo! So the paddle shifter feels incredible. I love how they feel.
Gas pedal.
Woohoo! Look at this thing go. Man, this thing corners on a dime. That's faster than I go around that corner with my Camaro. This is Forza in real life. Here's, whenever I see another Camaro on the road, I always do this. Dang, he didn't wake back. What do we got here? Ah, Mustang. He's got nothing on this thing. Okay, maybe he does. That's a GT500. Okay, maybe he does.
If he can keep it straight.
Yeah, if he can.
Most Mustangs end up on the side of the road. So
Oh yeah.
keep it straight.
Oh yeah. Whenever the Mustang first came out, it was such a hit with the crowd. Here we go. .9 seconds. Go. Dang, he didn't wave at me either. This, I'm dead serious, this is the most fun car I have ever driven in my life. I've driven plenty of manual cars now, and plenty of other cars now. This is the best car I have ever driven. Oh my goodness. Most people say, oh, they don't really like this body style of the Camaro. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the performance, and it delivers it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Alrighty, y'all. Time for some highway driving. This is gonna be a very first time to do it. Oh, you can hear the exhaust better there. So far, highway driving. I'm cruising around now because I'm dropping down a couple gears. I'm in 8th gear. Now I'm cruising around in 8th gear. It really feels really good. This feels, I actually kind of like this more than my Camaro.
There we go, y'all. Oh, go. Gotta go.
Now, as I was editing this video, I realized that the microphone did not pick up any of the audio from the highway drive and near the very end of the video for the outro. So I decided I was going to voice over it. But anyway, guys, yes, that was the 2021 Chevy Camaro LT1. It's an incredibly fast car for the money, and if you guys are looking for a rather fast, fun sports car, this is the car for y'all. Anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you guys go hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and also go ahead and go drop a like on this video to support me in the channel. Also, guys, can I review your car? Please tell me in the comment section down below, or direct message me to all my social medias, or direct email me to my email at landon52604@gmail.com. And hey, I may be at your location filming a review of your car next. Also, guys, go subscribe to all my other YouTube channels. They're going to all be linked in the description box down below, as well as also all my social medias. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching today's video. Peace out.